Hello everyone, and welcome back to Faerun and Baldur's Gate 3. Once again, we are following the tale of Arella the Sorceress. Last time, we recruited and rescued the legendary ranger Minsk. Although it took some doing, he was under the sway of the Absolute because he got infected. But with Jaheira's help, we slew the false Jaheira, rescued him by kind of intimidating the Emperor into extending his protection. So Minsk's, well, for lack of a better term, mind is now his own again. And met up with Jaheira's family. And now we're going to be heading outside the city to Worm's Rock Fortress. Although I'm pretty sure if we go, we're gonna have to be creative in how we go there. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm thinking of the other playthrough. We'll be fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and get everything set. We've got our buffs set up. We switched out Jaheira for Will. We've summoned a dragon here. A white dragon. I wish it was... blue dragon would be better defensively speaking, but white dragon will still give us defense against the elementals that will be spawned up. But anyway, so let's go ahead and venture forth. Head into Wormrock Fortress in Rivington. Oh wait, I just remembered something. We need to buy something, or not buy, but acquire something from the Circus of the Lost Days. Or Last Days, or what have you. Do that. Come on.
Refugees for hire.
Provoked. The child was poking, prodding them while they were trying to...
We gotta talk to the kobold. Well, try and steal something from the kobold, more like get, but whatever. Because he's got a hand that doesn't really belong to him.
Oi! Give that back! It's my special hand!
What makes his hand so special?
I found it by the clown man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots.
I'm sure it is. But I think that belongs to Dribble. I need it. Your ringmaster needs it. We just roll the DC. Everything else is gravy.
Mother Lucretia says we family. Suppose that means Dribbles was too. Yeah. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you for free. Got to protect my reputation as a tough business lord.
Oh, certainly.
Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato?
Sure.
Yes!
I would say that's a little
has
callous,
lots
but
of
as a
stuff.
draconic ancestry
For you.
sorcerer, I know how kobolds are. Hello, ale. Dark displacement gloves. Potatoes. What the hell is that? Petrified tumor. Okay. Nyogi. Gaseous form. Just in case we don't have it already.
Bye-bye.
Alright, let's go ahead and add that in there. Then just gonna send these to camp. Alright. Time to head back to Wormrock.
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Alright, now we didn't kill the guards. We just beat the shit out of them. So they're probably not going to be too happy with us. But I don't think they're going to want to kill us. Alright, so these are the torches that they're talking about. You can tell because they look like dragons. And we need to use an electric spell. So, shocking grass. And there we go. Come on, get in there.
Something over there.
Viridian crystal. I'm on the road to a radiant city. Sorry, I'm a Pokemon fan. Pokemon references will die hard with me. Okay. The Worm Way.
The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Baldur, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand worm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no worm and no savior.
Well, how the fuck would you know? I am worthy. Open the way.
Ancient Ansar, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
Alrighty.
2 centuries walking the streets, and I never knew this was under them. What other wonders have I missed?
Alright, so there are 4 trials. There is the trial of courage, justice, insight, and strategy. I typically go starting here, then there, and then here. So we'll start with justice first.
Paintings hung on the wall. Almost like an art gallery.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Justice. No pardon without repentance, and no penalty without mercy. The right path often lies between the extremes.
Mercy, please. Justice should be a harsh lesson. All the better to deter the next vagabond.
Thank you for the wise words, Will. I'll keep them in mind.
Wise indeed, though I can't take credit. It was my father who taught me the ways of the just.
The problem with Asterian's view is if you constantly dole out the harshest penalty for every single crime, you're gonna get anarchy because the people are gonna like overthrow you. Because if they're gonna, get sentenced to death for, jaywalking, then what do they got to lose for doing anything else? And if you go too merciful, well, they're just gonna give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So you gotta make the punishment fit the crime. That way people know that if they, fuck up, it's not gonna be the end of the world. But if they really fuck up, there's a harsh penalty for it. Alright, so let's look at the story here.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political.
So he steals an apple. Okay.
The child. A red-haired man is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched.
Okay, so he stole an apple to give it to poor children. Still a crime, but understandable.
The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9.
Huh. That sounds like the guild. So he looks like he's being recruited into the Thieves Guild.
The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more.
Sorry about that. I got phone call confirmation about my Xbox. Um, as you guys know, I ordered a new Xbox Series X to replace my aging Xbox One, but it's been missing in transit for 8 days now. And it's supposed to arrive last week. So, I reached out to the post office and their start up a service inquiry case. Hopefully they'll find something. At this point, I just want to know if I should wait for it, try and get a refund and get a new one, and get it, shipped through someone that's not the post office. But anyway, that was a confirmation that they've created the case number and they're looking into it. So, all right. Anyway, so this one, he's stealing a gold thingy, and looks like he got caught.
The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance.
It's probably the guild master.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows.
Well,
A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
a judge with a full coin purse ordering someone to the gallows. Yeah, he totally wasn't paid off. Okay, well, let's see here.
Away! Behold, the paintings tell the tale. My judgment is rendered. The thief earns his due.
Well, let's see here. Shrouded sentence. It's a curse. Okay. The judge is obscuring the paintings within 20 feet, preventing the judgment being passed on an accused soul. He is immune to slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, acid, thunder, necrotic, fire, lightning, cold, psychic, poison, radiant force. He's amorphous. He's got dark vision. He's ethereal. He's got opportunity attack. He's got shadow blend. Sunlight weakness. But you know what?
My faith
He's
protects.
cursed. So, the dishonorable judge is banished, but judgment must still be
No
passed.
one stopped me yet.
Alright, let's look at the judgments here. We got the hanging.
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek.
Yeah, I don't think he should be hung. Because I think execution should be left for capital crimes, aka murder, treason. I don't believe theft should be punished by the gallows. Alright, let's move.
Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood, and a golden coin in his hand.
A thief walks free. Is this truly justice?
No, it's not. He does deserve to be punished. He did steal. I'm mean, if it was just the apple, you know, pay the man back. But he stole something actually valuable, so he's gonna have to pay the price. Let's see what the other one is.
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
This actually makes sense. Thief's caught, thrown in jail, he's serving his time. The guard, I mean, obviously not the prisoner's best friend, but he's getting fed. And he's got only a 10-day, whatever that is, left to serve, and then he's out. So I'm going to go ahead and say this is justice. For the punishment, or for the crime of stealing a gold shiny thing. You banished the dishonorable judge and applied Lex Talanas. Oh, fuck.
You are a paragon of justice. Proceed.
Okay. Next. I think this is going to be insight. Chamber of Insight. Okay.
A good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down.
Alright, so there are these guys here. There's Sueto, Stead, and Amaps. Each of them's got an idea of what should happen after the end of the war. Two are okay. One is not. We've got to find the one. Alright, look.
I want to have a word.
Amap's memoirs. My life has been a long succession of pleasures. To see my town take to my ideas and cease legal discrimination of local orcs. To see my fights against horrid living conditions in city factories take off. To have the chance to see a new generation take to these ideas of a better, kinder, fairer, intelligent world, and run with it to the new reaches of the continent. It was not a life without struggle, however, and I shall regret its failures. My old friend Swelto comes to mind, who adopted such cruel ideologies later in life. I will forever console myself in the idea that such a brilliant mind would only conceive such theories under the strain of exile, and the promise of reinstatement, as she ultimately was. Okay. Anti-discrimination against people in general. Not bad. We'll go ahead and head up here. Swelto's Ethic of War.
Hold still, will you? Hold still, will you?
A long way to go still.
Where am I needed?
Looking ahead.
Alright.
Have to keep going. Hold still, will you? Something's on my mind. Hold still, will you?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Alright, that one's open.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hold still, will you?
God damn it.
Hold still, will you? Hold
Fucking
still,
hell.
will you? Hold
Okay,
still, will
well,
What's next, I wonder?
there we go. Stead's Virtue of Unions. The Virtues of Unions by Alwyn Stead. It is quite obvious that the larger kingdoms offer benefits to all peoples within. As a kingdom grows, so does its fields, its populace, and its economy. A few charred corpses is a worthy sacrifice if a dragon offers to share its hoard, after all. So too should you seek a union, however imperfect, should a powerful kingdom march its army on your borders. Some friction is inevitable, of course. Citizens' rights might erode, for instance. But such lesser issues will be sanded down by the march of time. Such the price of peace. Basically, I think what this is saying is you need to learn to tolerate lesser evils to unite against larger evils. And when adapting new ideas or new philosophies, what have you, into your kingdom, it's gonna be difficult, but as the two cultures assimilate to each other, things will get easier over time.
I'd better do the talking.
Blasted little thing slipped my grasp.
Alright, Asterion. Swelto's Ethics of War. I think we already have this one, but... The Ethic of War by Christina Swelto. My colleague Amaps proposes fair rules of engagement in times of war and forgiveness upon victory. Are we to spare our enemies then, once they have fallen to our might? Are we to put all hatred behind us when surrender is offered? Indeed not. For what shall we do once our opponent gathers new armies and masses them once again along our borders? We shall wage another war, and count the lives snuffed out by our own magnanimity. Once an enemy kingdom is conquered, it must be razed to the ground. Only then can we be free of its specter. Yeah, that one I don't agree with at all. Like, I can understand, like, hell, even in our history, there's been a few times where completely taking or getting rid of a country's capability to fight war was justified, like Mustache Man. But for the majority of history, those who have completely ravaged their opponents upon victory only cause more problems for themselves later on. So, we're gonna axe Swelto. There you are. Oh shit. I forgot about call the weak. I should not have been the one to do that. Okay, well, alright. Thank God for the quick save. But since we already read the books, we know who it's gonna be. So...
A good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down.
Although, interestingly, the guilty one...
Let's get going.
Come on, damn
Can't
cat.
give up now.
There we go. Coming!
What to do?
Alright, so, I'm gonna let the cat take care of it. Oh, okay. I won't let the cat take care of it. Instead, Will.
Sharp as ever.
No one.
An insightful decision. The tree of peace bore lasting fruit.
Alright. Let's go ahead and quick save that. So we've got the insight and the justice. Now it's on to strategy. Which is, I think, chess. Now, if I had brought Gale along, he would have been able to tell us what to do. But I wanted a tank, so here we are.
Pawns, king, queen. Is this lance ball?
Okay.
Prove your strategic wits. There is but one rule. The Dark King must fall in 2 moves. Are you a commander of armies? Or a shivering pawn? Fodder for cleverer minds.
I'm afraid I have little experience with Lanceboard, let alone the command of soldiers.
Okay, so we've got to get this dude into checkmate in 2 moves or less. And here's the move counter. Now, there is a way to move the pieces in the correct order. However, Arella is not exactly the most intelligent However, she is rather shrewd. Now, keep in mind, the exact rules of this test is this king piece has to fall in 2 moves or less. They never said how. And if we look around at these pieces, especially the king one here, he's got resistances and immunities. He's immune to slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, acid, necrotic, fire, cold, psychic, poison, radiant, and force. But he's extremely vulnerable to, lightning damage. So, what that tells me is I just destroy it. There we go. And it works. I strategically used a loophole in the rules. And finally, we've got courage.
A champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch, withstand the elements, prove your courage.
Alright, so we've got to hold that torch for like 4 turns while we're beset upon by elementals. Whoever's holding it has to keep it aloft, meaning they can't use the melee weapon. However, since I'm a spellcaster, I can cast spells while holding onto it, so I'm gonna hold onto it. Alright. So we got air or water elementals. And an air elemental. And we've got 4 rounds. Okay. Well, first, go ahead and use Arrow of Elemental Slaying. Death. Target executed.
This is my time. Finding my way.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Alright, 2 of them went bye-bye.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Alright, oh, yeah, the, kitty. Out of space.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Alright, do I have a Globe of Friendship Circle scroll? Does not look like I do. Nope, no friendship circles. Okay, well. Let's see here. Well, I'm gonna cast Blur on myself. All right, round one.
To keep fighting.
All right, two more showed up over there. Reapply Mark of Death. Elemental Slaying.
On the way.
There we go.
No time to waste.
Arms of Hadar. Well, that didn't work as well as I thought it would.
Nothing will stand in my way. Still on my feet.
Let's do Empowered Magic Missile. Level 3. Okay, that didn't work as well as I would have hoped. Fine. Guess we'll just do Eldritch Blast.
Can't slow down.
Got to concentrate. Heading there.
All right, turn 3. Mark of Death, reapply. go.
Battle favors the fearless. Fleet of foot.
Never a dull moment. No choice but to keep going.
Can't afford to let up.
Last round, I think.
Can't give up.
There we go.
Is a beacon to meek and mighty alike. May you ever withstand raging battle has to do.
And we have completed all the major pillars. Which means the dragon's door is open.
With courage does the hero march. Fettered by the taxing chains of fear, a stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose. Guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
Well. This totally won't backfire at all. Hey, there's the dragon.
Hells. The great
And
world is
it's
nothing
dead.
but bone and memories.
Fucking hell. Alright, I've taken some
I wonder what the
spell
next move
slots. She's used spell
What now?
slots. He's used spell
Played up already.
slots. Okay.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Just gonna drink.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Drinky.
Let's move.
All right. Well. Oh, Jesus. He's not dead yet. Well, not entirely.
The dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worms.
I am Ansel, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
Search your mind for what possesses it.
Ansel wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansel senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
First I want to know what the hell Facey means. So let's see here. Does Facey mean D&D? Ah, okay. Coward. That's what it means. In Draconic. Beginning to ask myself the same question.
A deep sigh resonates within you. The torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prism, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Balduran, your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened.
Answer. It's been too long.
Baldur! No, I don't believe it.
He called you Balduran?
A name I once answered to. A name I did not expect to hear again. Least of all from the mouth of an old friend.
Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balduran? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough?
Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice.
You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your throne before me. How far has the great Balduran fallen?
Answer the question, Mind Flayer. You owe it to both of us.
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur.
Enough! I gave you everything, Balduran. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor.
Hey, if you got a beef with the Emperor, that's great.
Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Balduran. The final tempest has come. This time, you will not escape it.
Legendary action, Draconic Wrath. This great Drake will use its lightning breath on the next creature that attacks it. Legendary resistance and incapacitation. Alright. Misty Step. marked for death. Heir of dragon slaying. God damn it, Asterion.
Don't linger.
Forever dauntless.
Okay. Psychic Crush.
Here goes nothing.
Defensive Duelist. Hellish Rebuke.
Finding my way.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Alright, we lost our kitty cat.
These boots have seen everything. Teleport yourself. Oh, Astarion's dead. Great. Okay.
need healing.
Where's my staff? Okay.
Breathe deep and move.
No holding back.
Mind strike.
Fleet of foot.
Hi, I'm doing good. Welcome to Strem. I'm fighting a dragon, and I'm getting my butt kicked. Let's see here.
Take you.
Gonna need to. Oh, I already used Misty Step. Fuck. Zephyr Strike.
On I go.
Take you.
Okay.
Step quick.
Trade Ambusher. Oh, he's got the Draconic Wrath thing again. Fucking shit. Alright,
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Alright. Howard. Powered Elder's Blast. Target's too far.
Don't waste a step.
What are you talking about, target too far? Why is target too far? Oh, okay. Where is student proximity? So if I decide to do this, okay. Fuck, I didn't want to do that.
I'm ready.
Okay, Dread Ambusher. Let's try this again. Dragon Slaying Arrow. Saved, you motherfucker. Death.
Let's play. Time to move.
No holding back.
Okay. Oh, that's an undead creature. Okay. Flame strike.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I don't have any actions left. Okay, so first, we're gonna heal up. Next, we're gonna get rid of some of these extras.
Onward.
The waiting storm is arisen.
All right.
Go to attack. Fight and cover.
He does have Draconic Wrath. Fucking hell. Well, we need to get at least one attack in. All right.
Let's move.
There we go.
Forever dauntless.
Okay, so you do have Misty Step. Good. Good. Well, I think Will's gonna just
Blood comes
die.
easy these days. Need to find a way forward.
Let's see here. Got a scroll disintegrate somewhere. All right. Storm Art Nova! Bam! Will's down!
Over here.
Okay, let's activate that.
Survival is all that matters. Another step forward.
What have you done?
Unsure. I never thought I'd see him again.
So how much more of your past are you not telling me about?
My past is past. I concealed nothing from you.
Bull fucking
I simply
shit!
left out the details that were not pertinent to our cause. But it seems you are interested in them.
I just need to know if you're gonna kill me like you killed your last quote-unquote friend.
I killed Unsur out of necessity. For the crime of being a Lithid, he would have killed me first. It's like I always told you. I was just like you, an adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed. My crew lost. But my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansor who found me. Ansor who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansor who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick.
Yeah, you were. You're definitely sick.
You sound just like him. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. He came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation.
I admire your commitment to survival, but your methods are questionable.
There were no alternatives. In my place, you would have done the same. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. 2 nether stones remain in the hands of the Chosen. We must find them before we confront the brain.
Alright, well, that fucking hurt.
All right. Time to see what new horrors waiting for us.
Cheddar, come on.
There's no time to waste.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
And Sur is dead. There will be no great tempest roaring through the skies, no dragon redeemer to save us. What hope then for Baldur's Gate? Without the great worm's aid, is the city doomed to fall?
You braved the worm's lair, seeking a savior. Yet it was you.
Oh,
all
it
of
used to
you,
be.
who vanquished the undead abomination
Sorry,
that
I
concealed the cave.
I didn't notice the fall. My bad.
You are more powerful than you understand.
Thank you for follow.
It is you who are the Tempest. It is you who are the heart of the gate.
You're right. We are the warriors who'll slay the Absolute. We are the guardians who'll defend this fair city.
You hear, victory will be ours. We will smite the Absolute.
Yes, the brain will fall, and the people will hail us as champions. I could even claim my father's own ducal title and carry his banner after this. Grand Duke Will Ravengard, Marshal of the Flaming Fist, the city's truest defender.
Well,
You think the city will welcome you as Grand Duke? Horns and all?
The Absolute's end would be the guarantee. Devilish visage be damned. If I were to call myself Grand Duke, no patriarch would deny the claim.
I fear your lust for power could get the better of you. You're a hero, not a politician.
You're right. I fought to right the wrongs of the coast, to slay the monsters that hunt the helpless. What good is a champion who puts himself above the people? What good am I as a politician just out of reach? There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
Hail the Blade of Avernus.
The Blade of Avernus.
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you will triumph.
Well, I mean, Will's good, but I'm better.
The Blade of Avernus. A new name for a changed man. The 4 pillars finally rise within me. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I'm not to abide them, but to become them. But enough reflection for today. I'm of a mind to celebrate. A hearty meal would do the trick. A few hunks of fresh venison, a round of brown ale. What do you say?
Oh, sounds heavenly.
Wonderful. You hunt the deer, I'll scrounge up the ale.
You want
prepare your belly
me
for a
to
roast
hunt the
on a
deer.
blade.
You realize that
Let's
I'm
hope
going to
Gale
burn it
doesn't take
alive.
offense if I assume cooking duties. Just
Because I'm a fire mage. So what are your plans as the Blade once the Brain's defeated?
I scout both the hells and the coast's havens, and I destroy every fiend that dares put its eye on Faerun.
Will takes a sharp breath. He's keeping something from you.
There's more to your plans than you're letting on, isn't there?
Yes, there is. I will be hunting Mazora. I won't let her claim one more soul, slay one more victim. I'm going to make my way to the hells and tear the horns right off her damned head.
Are you sure you're ready? Once we deal with the Brain, Mazor will take your powers.
Father trained me in the sword and the bow. They'll have to sustain me.
Go for it.
Damn right. I'll cut her to ribbons before she can so much as groan Zariel's name.
Alright, so... Poor Ansur. Dear Ansur. I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it again. There is no cure. And that's alright. I'm fine. More than fine. I'm better than I've ever been. So why torture yourself like this? Of course, I know why. Remember Yal Tengri? You and I sailed together for months seeking the Great Spire. By the time we found it, we were sick as dogs. But you never left my side, not for a moment, even though you could have simply chosen to fly. You told me there was something about experiencing it with me, through my eyes. You wanted to share my passion for the adventure. It was, you said, a privilege. The truth is, the privilege was mine. You are the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, Ansur. I never had to ask you for anything, but I'm asking you now to stop. I may no longer feel my feelings, but I know yours and yours are agony. It doesn't have to be this way. Be free, Ansur. Fly. And know that even if I'm not beside you, I will always have been your Baldur. And then Baldur's Giant Slayer, a great sword that gives you giant form. It's a good sword, but I can't really use it. Might give it to Karlak, though. I just thought I could give it to Minsk and have him dual wield great swords. The Helm of Baldur.
The Helm of Balduran.
The worm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
So the Helm of Balduran. It's got vitality. Heals, you get 2 hit point regen at the beginning of every turn. +1 armor class and saving throws. Can't be stunned, can't be crit. Gonna give that to Minsk. As well as this. Alright. Time to head back to camp. Because ow, we hurt.
Are they going to
Let's
arrest
rehearse
us?
this one more time.
Minsk!
A noble chant, is it not? Hail Will, Blade of Avernus! Well, yes, Boo, the horseless chariots of Avernus are impressive too. But that would be no kind of name, would it?
Horseless tank of Avernus? I don't know. I'd like to know a little more about you. You called yourself Niechka before. What does that mean?
It is a phrase in the old tongue of Rashiman, meaning blunt blade. Even in the very belly of their battle rage, a berserker must always know friend from foe. A berserker who cannot must into battle with a blunted sword, so that their rage might harm none but themselves.
My powers hurt friends as well as enemies too. I'll make sure you don't forget which is which.
Boo and I, we thank you for your kind words, my friend. But Minsk knows when he has made a mess that is for him and him alone to clean. But still, I will strive to be worthy of this faith you shown me. After all, even a blunt blade can break some bones, is it not so?
Yeah? Bludgeoning damage.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventure.
Follow
Minsk
me.
is honored indeed, but Boo is at your back. Another day.
All right.
Another desert.
Gonna give him the helm of Baldur and but we're gonna make sure he can't actually be seen. Then we're gonna unequip the long swords. Instead, we're going to equip. Oh, we can't. Fine. Fine. I thought it'd be funny. But no.
No time to rest.
Whatever. Let's see, what should we do next? I think. Let's see here. We finished. I think we'll be ready for Asterion next. Destroying the Black Mass.
The Blade of Avernus. I can't think of a better man than Will to take up the title. It's about time someone stood up to the evil fox populating the Hells.
The Blade of Avernus. I suppose hell is just another frontier. Will shall force all devil kind to tremble before him. The Hells have much to fear.
Let's see here. We're gonna want Menthara for Asterion.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. I just hope he stays focused on battling infernal forces. The undead have it hard enough already.
Yeah.
Will would be wiser to leverage his family name for a position of power in Baldur's Gate. The Hells can have him for all I care.
Do you know anything about Gortash?
He is rather fond of himself. If he truly intends to be the savior of Baldur's Gate, perhaps he has reason to be.
Greatest threat to the city is the Elder Brain that Gortash unleashed.
True. His mistake was choosing the wrong allies. Ketheric was reliant on his god instead of his own strength, and Orin does not understand power and control. Only blood.
Man who chooses his allies so poorly cannot be trusted to rule.
Perhaps you should rule in his place. Your choice of allies is exemplary, after all. Together, we can teach this city to fear us. And that is just the beginning.
I'd
When
rather
we
be
have
respected.
all 3 Neverstones and control the Elder Brain, all of Faerun will have reason to fear us. Your party is full. A paragon of wisdom.
Do you feel that? The heralds themselves tremble to face such a scourge as Will threatens to be. The blade of Avernus, forged by a cambion, whetted on a dragon's hide. Those devils won't know what's coming for them.
Fortunately, that dragon kind of murdered Will there.
So Will's the Blade of Avernus now. I suppose that's a new sort of frontier for him.
Alright. I think we'll go ahead and call it a night. Because we're done with what I wanted to set out to do. Let's see if anybody needs to talk. I don't think they do. Nope. Okay. A long rest, and then we'll go ahead and call it a stream. It's going to be a scene. Nope. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and call that a stream. We'll be back tonight with the Floof crew on the PlayStation. And when the Floof crew's playthrough, Carolina and party are going to be hunting for the murder tribunal, where we will be judged upon whether or not we can gain entrance to Baal's temple, where we will find Orin the Red. Thursday in Assault Horizon, we're going to continue with Nomad 6-1 as they perform or cover a weapons inspection aboard some transports in Dubai that totally won't go wrong at all. Then Russia is going to be out of character and invite NATO in, Task Force 108 specifically, into Russian borders to deal with Russian rebels. Because that is a thing that would happen in real life. Totally not sarcasm. Friday, we'll have 2 streams. First one being Arella the Sorceress. We're going back into Baldur's Gate to hunt down Khazad Zar and disrupt and prevent the either the dark mass or the black mass from ever taking place. And hopefully I can convince Asterion not to ascend. Then in second stream, Batman Arkham Asylum, we're going to fight our way through intensive treatment and make our way down to Killer Croc's lair to collect the samples we need in order to create the Titan antidote. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. Thank you again, Ixruby, for the follow. Sorry if I butchered the name. And I will see you guys in about an hour and a half over on the PlayStation for Carolina the Ranger. Take care, everybody.